When power is challenged, it lashes out, but the ground on which power stands and the body it inhabits are always vulnerable. If pushed far enough, they will break, and something new can be built in their place. In this video, aimed primarily at narrators, we're going to cover showdowns, those moments of seismic confrontation that occur as part of the point crawl. Strap yourselves in, things are about to get heated. When the balance of power has shifted, when those who see their right to rule as divinely mandated have felt the ground move underneath them, when the commons know that power lies with them and not with the wealthy, a showdown is set to occur. In Gallows Corner, a showdown is the final confrontation between your table and the major antagonist they have been struggling against. Showdowns are large-scale set pieces that will change a county, even a region forever. Perhaps it is a pitched battle against the forces of a greedy lord. Maybe an act of sabotage so effective that the power of a bishop is broken forever. Or maybe it's the discovery and revelation of a piece of news so monumental that a sheriff must flee for his life. Whatever form a showdown takes, it should be a moment that walks the line between success and catastrophe, a moment your table will remember forever, or at least until the next showdown takes its place. A showdown is triggered when the party have successfully reduced their antagonist's control level, a measure of their personal authority, and the number of points on the crawl that they own, to equal to or below their collective influence level, the value of each player's influence added together. Showdowns are the culmination of your table's difficult work in a county or region. Their nerves might be frayed, the outcome balancing on a knife's edge. They might be triumphant, their efforts having galvanised the county against their oppressors. They might even be afraid, having found themselves challenged by a much tougher, more brutal antagonist than they ever expected to find. Whatever their feelings, a showdown should be a just reward for their hard work. It should be exciting, tense, dangerous, difficult, unexpected, and, most importantly, fun and worthy of remembrance. When planning a showdown, keep the following things in mind to help with your structure. 1. The showdown should prominently feature your major antagonist. This might be the first time your table have seen their enemy in person. Whether the first time or the fifth, this encounter should be different. The opportunity to cross weapons with an antagonist is a great way of making them stick out, or witnessing their depravities firsthand perhaps. 2. The showdown should be cinematic. Our favourite showdowns work with lots of camera changes. Planning a showdown as something larger in scale and more intricate than a standard scene allows you as the narrator to also become a director. Split the table up and have them tackle different aspects of the showdown. Cut from one perspective to another before resolving the tension, allowing each player to sit with the unknown outcomes of their decisions. Have the scenario and the location change around the players in unforeseen ways, such as dramatic changes in weather or the unexpected arrival of old allies and NPCs. 3. The showdown should be difficult, dangerous, and should never have a fixed outcome. Your table will have put in significant work to find themselves in a showdown. Perhaps their efforts have not gone to plan and they find themselves on the back foot and the situation seemingly hopeless. Ensure they have a way to emerge victorious. Conversely, perhaps they have met with unmitigated success and consider themselves untouchable. Make sure something can happen to shake their confidence to its core. 4. The showdown should be structured around the county verb and your table's desired experience. This is the ultimate clash between two opposed factions, those of the Crown and those of the Commons. The basic form of your showdown should take into account the motivations of both sides, the major antagonist represented by the county verb, and your table, represented by their desired experience shared with you in session 0. 5. The table must be given time to plan their approach, and their plans should be built into the action. To facilitate planning a showdown, ask each member of the table what their characters are doing during this critical moment. If they are unable to come up with a direct answer, refer to the county verb and the player's desired experience to generate inspiration. Additionally, feel free to let players know the general plans of the major antagonist and give them a sense of the resources at their disposal, allies, retainers, the terrain and setting of the showdown, and other relevant features. For my own campaign in Essex, this is what I did for my party's final showdown with the High Sheriff of Essex. These outlaw players have been travelling the county of Essex, hoping to break the commons free from the control of their major antagonist, High Sheriff Robert Fitzwilliam. With the county verb, break, in mind, I set about planning this showdown for the county of Essex. My table had mixed success during this narrative arc. They gained several useful allies, including a band of deserting soldiers and some outlaws who were hiding out in the salt marshes, but have also seen the church start witch trials, whipping up mass hysteria and turning the commons against one another. With witch trials and famine as part of the story so far, I decided that my major antagonist had declared that the county's lack of food was the result of a conspiracy of witches, with my players at its centre. The High Sheriff is staging a mock trial of some of the table's allies, NPCs they met earlier in their journey, who have been falsely accused of witchcraft and are facing execution by burning at the stake. Of course, this is all a ruse to lure the players into saving their friends, but they will be killed if not rescued. In this scenario, I found my showdown. The table must stage a daring rescue, saving their allies from death, and also defeat the High Sheriff, making him reveal that he planned and is responsible for the famine affecting the county. This is cinematic, has several routes to success and failure, is linked to the county verb, is difficult and dangerous, and prominently features the major antagonist. All the features needed for a successful showdown. So, there we have it, the Gallows Corner point crawl from start to finish. The point crawl system is straightforward, easy to build and simple to run, and always allows for a whole range of different stories to be told and experiences to be had. If you follow this simple structure, your England will come to life and your players will find themselves absorbed, engaged, and deeply immersed in a living, changing, adaptable setting. With this video, we come to the end of our How to Play series for Gallows Corner, a Peasants Revolt RPG. While there are some other systems for you to dive into, specifically clocks and seasons and downtime, both parts of the point crawl, we've given you everything you need not only to get started, but to run exciting, engaging, and transformative campaigns, stories, and one-shots in the England of 1376. Gallows Corner is now available, either on Kickstarter or to buy from us directly, depending on when you're watching these videos, and you'll find links in the description below. And you'll find everything you need at gallowscornerrpg.com. And if you've got questions about the rules, are seeking guidance on your campaign, or just want to join a thriving community, come and join the 3 Sales Discord server. We're always happy to help.